So you've decided to give competitive Halo a go, and you've ended up in the streets of New Mombasa, where the neon lights shine and you better look both ways before crossing the road. No matter if you're a seasoned player or you've never touched competitive Halo before, this video has something for you. There are 6 main areas of this asymmetrical arena, the most prominent being the 3 streets. We have Purple Street, Main Street or Middle, and B Street. These parallel pathways are your main routes around the map. Other areas include A Tower, so named due to the A zone in the Stronghold game type. Next to this we have the Police Department, or PD for short, and on the other side of the map we have Subway, but most players will call this Tram. Back PD and Back Tram are where you will spawn at the beginning of a round. Something you've probably already noticed is the rather large gun in the middle of the map. This is the M41 Spanker, or to most players, the rocket launcher. This weapon spawns directly in the middle of Main Street. This weapon is incredibly valuable for both teams, but due to the openness of the area it sits in, you need to be careful on how you approach them. If you're overeager, you might find your whole team waiting to respawn, but if you're too passive, the rockets may end up in the enemy's hands. The other weapons worth noting on the map include the close-range shotgun, the Bulldog, and the longer-range Stalker rifle, which if used optimally, requires only 3 shots to kill. Once you know the basics of streets, you need to learn the power positions. So, where are the hot spots, and where are the cool people hanging out? Here are 3 key positions to focus on that may help you gain valuable information and allow you to help your teammates get control over the map. A Tower. This gives you a sightline through the middle of the map, as well as down to Tram and C. It also allows you to help teammates approaching both B Street and Purple Street, all while giving you height and cover. C Balcony. On the other side, we have the balcony at Tram. From here, you can see through mid all the way to A, look to Purple and B Balcony, but also have the added bonus of being right next to the Stalker rifle spawn, with the Bulldog only a short journey away. Our final power position is B Balcony, or just B Balk. This position gives you great sightlines towards C, C Courtyard, and Purple Street. It allows you the option to help teammates towards PD or Tyres at a moment's notice. You may be asking yourself, where the heck is Tyres? Well, let's get you up to speed on some of the other valuable areas of the map that you should have in your vocabulary. Tyres is a small room just off B Street, with a window out into Main and an opening into PD Courtyard. It's an incredibly common route players will take, but also a very tight space, so watch out for grenades when you're in here. Then we have Cafe at the A side of Purple Street. Ballroom, or L, so named for its L-shaped locale, is located just next to the rocket launcher spawn. Trash, aka my teammate's aim, but anyway, is the dumpster in front of C, that also has a jump which allows you to reach the Tram balcony. And finally, Arcade to the left of B, and Red Room to the right. Notably, this last location is right next to the thruster pack spawn. The thruster is one of 2 pieces of equipment on the map, and in our opinion, is something you need to learn to use to climb through the ranks. If used well, the thruster will allow you to duke out opponents in the middle of fights, stay alive, and get crucial kills where you otherwise would fall. One of the keys to success for any high-level Halo player is learning the spawns of a map and where to go off the start. So here are some interesting routes to take at the start of a match or round. Starting at the A spawn, try jumping off the top of PD to grenade the opposition who may be trying to grab the thruster pack off the start. Or, if you're going to the Purple Street from the A spawn, try grabbing the second piece of equipment on the map, the drop wall, and using it to fight for the Bulldog. Succeed here, and it will grant you sightlines down to the oddball room and rocket spawn. On the other side, if you're spawning at C, make sure to wait for the enemy grenades before going for the thruster pack. Be aware that doing so will likely allow the opposition to push up towards B Street. If you go left from C spawn, try varying your route between directly contesting purple and going through the oddball room and getting the jump on any enemies going for the bulldog, or just helping your team grab the rockets. During the game, the spawns will flip and change depending on where your teammates are located and where the enemy are positioned. Knowing these spawning zones and being able to predict enemy respawns is an incredibly valuable skill. The main respawn zones are PD, Arcade and Red Room, Cafe, and Back Tram. The ability to know where enemies will spawn allows you and your team the opportunity to shoot first, win more fights, and have more control over the map. The final tip for top players is to learn your jump and slide spots. Take these pipes just outside of tyres, for example. Jumping on these instead of clambering up the window may take you slightly longer, but means you're ready to fight as soon as you arrive into tyres, thanks to you skipping the clamber animation. It's also useful to know that you can make this jump from tram stairs up to C balcony. You can also jump straight up to A tower without clambering, just by jumping off of this ledge. With all the information and made up names thrown at you, you should now be able to throw down on the streets of New Mombasa with a little more confidence, no matter your skill level.